Hello and welcome to the 20,000 day world tour. The world download is Java only, so if you want it for Bedrock, you have to convert it yourself, because I'm not dealing with that. With that out of the way, this is spawn. This is what my spawn looks like. I'll go over the entire world, so this is gonna take some time, and at the end we will reach 20,000 days. But some time ago, I just felt like clearing out my spawn perimeter, and, well, I have a big hole here now. Then I will still need to decorate in stage 3, but at least good news. Yesterday I did manage to finish stage 2, so this shouldn't take too long. For the record, this is a one take. I'm only doing this on the go. So if I make any mistakes, well, you gotta deal with it. I had to remove my starter base simply because I felt like it looked hideous. And again, in stage 3 I will rebuild this to a beautiful oasis of some sort. But right now, I have different things to do. Again, I talked about the spawn perimeter. This is my vine farm. Excessively large, completely useless. But it's there and I'm probably gonna have to remove it because it's overhanging. But for now I'm keeping it. This thing makes moss. Way faster than you believe. It is one module of a Mango's bone meal farm, just without the composters. And for some reason it makes 80,000 moss blocks an hour, which will be very useful. This is a turtle and turtle egg farm, and if you breed them, you also get some scoots to breed them. There's a seagrass farm right here. And in the back we have a stupidly fast cobblestone farm, as always. Don't need this, but I have it. This is a spider farm, again nothing special, and a squid farm. Over here, I call this my map art district, simply because, well, there's a lot of map arts here. If you want to get a good look of them, this is your chance. Here's the spawn perimeter for comparison. This is, I don't know how big this is, I would like to say 300 by 300, but I'm not quite sure. Yeah, but each of these 1x1 map arts is obviously 128 squared, and these bigger ones are double, or I guess quadruple the size. If I zoom out of the map, this is the main attraction, the big perimeter, with the mega base, waypoint, and the storage in the middle. But don't worry, I'll go over these one by one. This thing that looks like a random platform is actually a wandering trader farm that I did get to use a few times when I looked for coral trades to get mass amounts of coral blocks. This was my nether farm, but it's currently empty because I didn't really have the need to replant it, and it's been struck by lightning so many times that it almost looks like a copy of a nether. Anyways, these are passive mob farms, which actually don't have animals in them anymore, I believe. Yeah, they died for some reason. I have no clue where they went. But we have some funky map arts here. Grass block, the dead IRL, some hell, some troll. My logo, obviously, by the wonderful Des. No totem, some emojis. This was really cool. I just got this image sent by Ant and I felt like building it, so there it is. Apart from map arts, we're gonna go to the mega base, and just for scale I thought it would be funny if I just flew there. I did pack enough rockets. And I'm gonna use this time to throw some statistics at you for the world. This world was created on the 4th of June 2022, which is now, at the time of recording, 575 days ago. This is my phantom farm, by the way. Best farm in the game. I've played for a total of 6,075 hours in that time, which comes out to an average of 10.56 hours every day. For almost 2 years, well, yeah, 1.5, something like that. And we are already at the edge of the perimeter, because it's so humongous. This is the iron farm, and this is what I, funnily enough, called my trading hall. But it does have villagers inside of them, and it does technically function as a trading hall, with the 69 logo in the background. Wonderful. I haven't used this iron farm since 1.18, since in fear of it breaking. It's probably still working, but definitely way slower than before. So I just AFK'd until I got enough iron, which is right over there. This is Gilbert. If you haven't seen Gilbert yet, I had to remove my snow farm at the starter base. So, yeah, Gilbert just gives me the snow that I need. If I ever need it. Apart from that, this area is also place for a sea pickle farm, I believe this is. Yeah, this is a sea pickle farm I never used. Because I used the old one in my starter base, but it technically works as long as I put bone meal in here. This is my villager breeder that I actually did use a few times. The rail is gone, but yeah, it works wonderfully. These guys just throwing food at each other. Very simple design. In the back we have a lava farm, right there. And this is the failed attempt at a grass farm. Because I will need a lot of grass for decoration, which sounds stupid, but if you think about it, building terrain and just having it be empty, I mean, even with trees, you have ferns, you have grass, you have flowers. But yeah, obviously this thing generates flowers because it's in the overworld, so I don't even know where to look for the chamber. It is down here, yeah. This thing generates flowers, and even though the floor gets pushed back, it was incredibly inefficient, so I rebuilt it in the Nether. This lava farm, again, very simple design, I believe by Mango, but I have so many farms, I keep forgetting. Some other statistics for the world are... Ooh, what is interesting? I don't know, it's almost day 20,000. Like I said, I'm gonna end this tour at 20,000 days. I'm gonna go through the statistics in-game later, but this is my copper converter. And we are now, if you didn't notice, at the edge of the perimeter, which is kind of a gray zone that I will use to transition from the mega base to vanilla terrain, because I don't just want it to be a hard cut and build a wall, that's boring. I did mark this out, so I believe this is exactly 250 blocks. This line. So you have a perimeter in the middle with the size of 1501 by 1501 for that one block center, because 2 block centers suck. And another 250 blocks on the outside, making the total 4001 by 4001 blocks in square area size. This is a fishing farm. I've used this a bunch for some reason. Gets you all the books, all the bows, and I have no need for these, so I forgot why I used this. If I continue flying, we get to some of the smaller and weirder farms that, again, I don't need, but I made for the Every Farms video. If you haven't watched that yet, definitely go check that out. This fox is a sweetberry farm, so you can just turn on the minecart, it collects the sweet berries, and if you turn it back off again, you get sweet berries. Nothing crazy. Back here we have the sniffer farm that is now populated and still has some eggs that haven't hatched. I don't know if I showed this populated in the video, but well, now it is, so there you go. If you don't know what videos I'm talking about, by the way, I'm uploading this video on my second channel, but I've linked to it from all kinds of other videos since the 20,000 day world download is free. But I will have my main channel linked below, where I make all these main videos. There's a video about the perimeter, there's a video about this guardian and iron farm, there's a video about the map arts, the spawn perimeter, and all kinds of things. There's a video about the quarry, where we'll go later, but everything has its time and place. This thing makes pink petals. You can just bone meal spam them, and well, you get pink petals, which is the other 1.20 farm I have. These are my meme grass block and mycelium converter, and this is my dead coral converter. So you just place the coral, wait, and mine. And with some auto clickers you can actually just run this automatically. This thing makes glow lichen. I used this a bunch, so I do have enough glow lichen, but again I had to rebuild this because I didn't want it to be an eyesore at my mega base. If I go further... Oh yeah, wait, no, if I don't go further, if I go to the edge of the perimeter, which is huge and goes to bedrock, if you can't tell, but there's bedrock down there, with one layer of water. Again, if you're interested, watch the perimeter, it is one fabulous video. Yeah, this thing makes red mushrooms, and very slowly, because I placed one brown mushroom here somewhere. Did I not? I could swear I did. Well, at least I believe. Oh no, wait. That was in another world. Lol. Yeah. But this can technically produce red and brown mushrooms. And this thing is obviously a cactus farm. Down here, we have twisting vine, melon pumpkin, and bamboo. This same flying machine based design with minecart rail track below has been used up here, if I can make it up these extremely tall, by hand built stone walls. This is my sugarcane farm. If I just quickly go into FreeCam, you can see how I did it, because, well, I obviously bombed this perimeter with a world eater, and instead of trying to make smooth walls before, I just built my own smooth walls, which was way easier, way more time efficient, and looks way better, because you don't even have the deep slate transition in there. Right here, obviously, the beacon. This thing is 2.1 something million emerald blocks, and it is solid. If I go into FreeCam again, you can see it's solid. If it weren't solid, you would see caves like this, but it is. What isn't solid is this gold beacon right here. That was just for a joke. And we are already at the tree farming district. This tree farming district is home of some of the most compact and most farms in general in one area. I can quickly try to go over these. I'm going to do that in FreeCam. By the way, if you're interested in mods, I obviously can't explain all my mods. I have tons of mods. Here is the quick list. But you can find the full list and the .zip file for all these in my Discord server, which is going to be linked below, including my custom version of MiniHut, which includes this hour counter up here. Okay, this is red mushroom block and stem farm, cherry, mangrove, and both of those as leaves. This is my mangrove farm, which also produces mangrove roots. This is my dual core, I guess you call it, dark oak tree farm. This is my bad cherry tree farm from ENXR4. This is my first ultimate tree farm. This is my second ultimate tree farm, which I mostly used to get the cherry logs, since this one wasn't 1.20.2 compatible. This is my spruce farm. This is my dark oak leaf farm, which is absolutely terrible, which is why I mined the dark oak leaves by hand. This thing is a crop farm, so you can just, if I can fly in there. Yeah, there's some farmland, and these are just spamming it with bone meal to the limit. Flower farm, hanging root farm. There is a cocoa bean farm right here. You place the cocoa bean in that spot, and this wall in the back gets rotated, so it breaks automatically. This is a tiny propagule farm, a drip leaf farm I've never used. And I believe, yeah, this is, again, a spruce tree farm, but it converts some stone that is generated at the bottom to moss and then to podzol. So this is technically a podzol farm if I would attach a block storage to this. Since you can't blow it up, it would just drop dirt, which is what this dirt farm does, but faster. So this is a dirt farm. This is my 104,000 power bone meal farm. Ultimate leaf farm. This was incredibly painful to make, find first and then use, but it does make leaves. And I believe that's it for the tree farming district. At least I hope so. But I will continue flying. We are now at the upper edge of the perimeter. If you're confused by the layout of this and you have no idea where to go, we will soon go to the Nether, and I've labeled all the portals there just a few minutes ago before starting the recording. So you can just go to any portal, look at the sign, see where it is. But my other solution for many people asking, oh, I can't find anything, where's this, where's that? In the description there's a link which gives you a huge image of this map. Without coordinates, but just for relativity, you can see, okay, down here is the spawn, above that is the mega base, and to the left we have the guardian farm, and so on and so forth. So you can just look that up and know where to go. This thing produces, I believe it is root dirt, but also clay and mud. So the mud gets dragged over, those are dripstones right there, which converts it into clay, and it gets moved to one central blast chamber. This is how I got 50,000 clay and I guess 25,000 rooted dirt, because these are great building blocks. Can't wait to use them in stage 3, which is gonna start around February. I can't be for sure, but I need to do some IRL stuff, some background things, edit a new video, which is gonna take a while, so I'm taking a break through January. By the way, Happy New Year's, because this video should come out on the 1st of January 2024. This is a kelp farm. It makes kelp. And you've already noticed probably the amount of beacons I have built exceeds over 150. You can see all the green dots all around the perimeter. And it's not barely enough to cover everything. It's not even enough to cover the outside, because the beacons only reach so far. I wish Mojang would add something like every new layer increases the range by 10 blocks. And even if that was the case, this 2.1 million block beacon would only reach until roughly here. Roughly. Simply because it's positioned on the edge and, well, yeah. This area is huge if you haven't noticed. Okay. Again, measured the other corner. This is very useful for planning out the base, etc, etc. But that's still work in progress, which I'll be streaming again in February. Pretty obvious: dripstone, weeping vine, and glowberry farm. And behind here, this thing is absolutely huge. It took quite a while to build. This is my 50,000, I think, per hour sheep farm, which you can actually hear working. And I don't know if I even cleared the wool. Yeah, no, I haven't cleared the wool. But I got almost 50,000 of every wool, which is going to be very useful. Expect a lot of color in my mega base. This thing is the other part of my mushroom block farms. So, oops. You've had the red and stem one back there. You can't even see it anymore. And this is the brown mushroom block one. It was very annoying to use, but I got there in the end. If I keep on flying, for some reason I forgot I already made one of the cocoa bean farms, so this is another cocoa bean farm. And we now arrive at the middle right, so this is the middle right. I've placed portals on every center and every corner, if I just scroll over here, so this is the other portal. So it makes it very easy to travel fast between one side and another side in the Nether. So this thing has exactly 3, 4, 5, 6 furnaces, which gives it a speed of roughly 1.2 million items per hour. And even though, to common disbelief, yes, I've used this a bunch. There's still coal in here. I probably cleared out all the items. But I've used this tons. And I've messed up a few times, because there's probably some leftover coal in here. And if you imagine, if there's 5 coal in every furnace just for one side, because I don't believe I messed up the other side, these are technically separate. So they're not connected in the middle. It's the same one, just rotated 180 degrees. That's just 5 shulker boxes of coal sitting in these furnaces, which might help you, again, to get some perspective. If I keep flying in this direction, there's not going to be a lot more. I'm trying to see if there's anything else that is interesting in the statistics department. I play roughly 3,856 hours every year, which comes out to 73 hours every week. But obviously, there is a lot of AFK time, especially in the first 2 stages. Because, I mean, getting 50,000 wool, sure, this thing does 50,000 wool an hour, but that's for every type. And if there's 16 different types, if I want to get 50,000, I would have to run that thing for 16 hours, which I did. This is a chicken farm. Still waiting for these to grow up. They don't really want to. But it technically works. Just take some time. And this brings us back to the iron farm. I don't think I forgot anything, at least around the mega base area. But now I will go to the center, which contains my main storage. There's some things I have to say about that. Mostly being... Oh wait, no, I did forget some things. Right over there, you can see my Silk Touch Quarry for stone and for deep slate. So technically, even though these are incredibly slow and I've not really used them, and you shouldn't use them because they're incredibly slow, I have them. So again, just for the Every Farms video, I don't know, I'll leave the link to the main channel in the description so you can just check those out if you haven't already. I also highly recommend you watch those in order, because they do definitely build up on each other. Okay, for reference, if I hop into FreeCam again, this storage is at the perfect center of this perimeter, again the one wide center. And this gap is 750 blocks. Just let that sink in. Okay, in the center right here, we have the end portal, because I planned ahead a long time ago. And the seed is an end portal at the center of a huge jungle, which I obviously cleared, but you can still see the edges of this jungle all around the mega base. I sliced the 1x1 portal in the middle, so this is basically the ultimate traveling hub for me. I can go to the end, I can go to the Nether, right in my storage. This stores almost every item in the game, and the items that it doesn't store get put somewhere into the overflow, which I believe is right here. Yeah, this is the overflow, which just has some weird arrows, a banner, a written book, and a fire charging star thing. I recently worked a bit on this decoration. It's not done, obviously, but I was just bored and I couldn't really wait for stage 3, but yeah. This is what you get in the world download, so once we hit 20,000 days, I will leave the world. And that's exactly what you're getting, so maybe get used to it. It stores all the items. I updated this to 1.20, so you have the cherry sapling, the pink petals, all of that good stuff. Again, some map arts. These are torchflower seeds and the pitcher pots. Also sniffer eggs and these flowers, which I can't remember the name of. Pitcher plant, gotcha. Yeah, all kinds of food. My main food source, golden apples, which I've eaten, I ate, used golden apple, 21,901. Again, if you're interested about these mods, just go into my Discord, download them, ask there, we are willing to help, because we get these questions daily. But if you can try, just look around, explore the Discord, because there's so many useful informations, features, things you can download. You can even download this waypoint set, at least an older version of it. So you don't even have to look at the map, you can just get the set. And if I activate these, I can see Emerald Beacon this way, Tree Farming District this way. Back here is the Amethyst Farm, which we'll go later to. This way is Spawn right there, 2,000 blocks away. And just the Iron Farm, almost 1 kilometer. Which again, scale, incredible. I've also added all the bamboo and cherry blocks for 1.20, already got plenty of those. And this is the new log section with mangrove cherry and bamboo. I don't think there's anything else really to say here, apart from, oh yeah, resource packs. If you have noticed, my menu looks a bit different, my inventory looks different. These hoppers look different. Resource packs are obviously also in my Discord server, with my own custom texture pack and these cone hoppers and some other things that are just available on the World Wide Web. So if you get them, you know where to go. Okay, let's head into the Nether. 2 days left until 20,000. We are 23 minutes in. I'm trying my best, but there's a lot to go through. I broke some bedrock. If you want to see the video on that, there's a video on that. And if you're wondering what this huge hole is I'm standing in, this is my Nether perimeter. There's also a video on that. These are in the same video, by the way. Yeah, I broke tons of bedrock using bedrock breakers and some modifications. Again, these are the portals I talked about, so I've labeled them just today for you. So this is the right side, so if you imagine this circle inside the square of the overworld perimeter, this would be the right side, up here would be the dripstone farm, here would be the tree farming district, and this is the Emerald Beacon. And guess what? There's a small beacon on the Emerald Beacon portal. And the tree farming district has a sign. And the top left corner also has a sign. So yeah, this should make traveling a lot easier. I will start by... I have to look at my notes. I will start by talking about the perimeter. And this perimeter is also pretty damn huge. Still one of the biggest in single player, as far as I know. I believe still the biggest in hardcore, I'm not sure, don't take my word on it. But this massive thing is 1000 by 1000 blocks. Took not as long as I thought it would, because I kind of speedrun it in like a month or so. This is the Nether Silk Touch Quarry. Again, these are meme farms. Don't expect these to work. They do work, but they are incredibly slow. So I don't recommend using them. This is the Fortress farm, my redemption farm from Season 1, where I cheated. But I do not recommend you watch it, even though you can, it's on this channel. I cheated, I made a perimeter, not legitimately, I used World Edit. But this thing is my redemption, this is all legitimately done, all recorded, made a beautiful video on it. And yes, this farm is also done legitimately, including this huge 50,000 slab platform, because I felt like it was a good idea using full blocks at the bottom of my perimeter. So mobs can spawn here, but in order for this farm to work, you stand right there to kill the mobs, so I had to slap this entire floor, and because then I had spawning issues with mobs down below. Let me find it. I even had to... oh, these are bad examples. I even had to spawn-proof the blocks below, since below the slab is netherrack. So they could spawn below my floor, which was incredibly annoying and took forever. Oh god, which video is this? I believe it's in the Every Farms video, part 1. But yeah, that's the reason for this stone box, which looks ugly right now, but trust me, I'll make it beautiful. Noise warning. Okay, never mind, I have the sounds off, but if I turn them on, you can hear over 70 zombified villagers, which have all been traded with, meaning with... where is it? This chunk loader that is on right now. You can see the minecart go in and out. This chunk loader is by dark, I believe. These get loaded, so I don't get any mobs anywhere else. I can obviously turn it off if I want to use things like the gold farm, the gas farm, which I don't, but I could. But yeah, apart from some random people who have taken some items, I guess, and don't despawn on their own, there's nobody down here. I can just... Yup. Got the zoom. Random items. This is my Nether Quarry, not Silk Touch. I tried running this, and it did work, but it's incredibly slow. And for the Mega Base, at least for the Nether Hub part of it, I need tons of netherrack. So yeah, I'm the actual only guy on this entire planet who needs netherrack for a build. And I don't just mean a little bit, I mean a lot of it, which is why for the past 4.5 days, roughly, I've been mining, and I've been mining a lot. So you can see those gaps at Y15, and one bigger one at, well, right below the ceiling. I've been mining netherrack for days upon days, for a total of 3 million, which is why you can see, if I open the tab bar, I have 20.1 million blocks mined, 3 million of which are netherrack. So I really just went around swinging my pickaxe, day and night, hours on end, mining netherrack, and just yesterday, this was the last project of stage 2, I finished. And you can see how far this goes back. If I look at the world map, again, 1000 by 1000, look at the area. And this is obviously 2 blocks high. So if I quickly go into the statistics, you can see 10 million eyes, those are AFK'd, but all the 3.386176 million netherrack, those are mined by hand. I'll go over this later though, because I really gotta speed up. We're already at 30 minutes, sorry. But yeah, like I said, big world, big world. This is my Guardian farm nether site. This is my Wither Skeleton farm. I guess also nether site. I don't believe there's anything else mentionable at the bottom here, because I try to keep it clean for the mega base. But I removed tons of bedrock, so this thing is efficient, but obviously the mob switch is on, so it doesn't work. Again, all these portals are labeled, so Wither Skeleton Farm Overworld. To quickly go over the other farms, Hoglin Farm, random pen with animals I collected that don't have a home right now. Basalt Farm, Bartering Farm, Gold Farm, Froglight Farm. Wait, no, this is the Froglight Farm, this is my Magma Cube Farm, this is a Ghast Farm. This is a Seeds Farm, this is the Grass Farm I talked about, because in the Nether you can't grow flowers, so you just get grass, and this is why the Seed Farm is so efficient. It was very annoying to make the storage. If I just fly over there in free cam, you can see it's not anything but beautiful. But yeah, this is basically a flower farm, but it doesn't grow flowers, so you just get seeds. This is my, again, meme sponge converter, because if you place sponges in the Nether, they instantly get converted to a regular sponge, so I mean wet sponges, and they just blow up into some hoppers. So this is the Froglight Farm, again just portal spam similar to the Gold Farm, only in a Basalt Delta. So they only spawn Magma Cubes. This is the Magma Cube Farm, and I will now go over to... I will now go to the Quarry. To the Quarry, my god. Again, this is one take, I'm not cutting this down. So, the Quarry is ages away. And if you can find it, because it's kind of hard to find, there's not a straight path, right there, next to this bee farm, you can find a rail. And if you follow this rail, which is, again, pretty damn long, it's a few thousand blocks long, but it makes a turn back there somehow, not somehow, somewhere, you will go to the Quarry. And again, I will use this time to go over some of the statistics. In this world, I don't know, what are you guys interested in? I've got over 107,000 diamonds in total, from the perimeters, from tunnel bores, from the Quarry, from random digging, just having fun. I've got a netherite beacon, of course from the nether perimeter, and recently, since I dug so much netherrack, I got another roughly, god how much is that, 1,500 ancient debris, which I will use for decoration. Yes, you heard me right, decoration. Some other valuables are mostly farmable. I get coal ore from my Wither Skeleton farm, I get redstone from my raid farm, etc, etc. Phew, I don't know. But the Quarry is exactly for that, mining resources, getting valuables. And I will go to this portal in the back. Yeah, this is the rail line I talked about, to transport some shulker boxes over here. Again, this is labeled with Quarry storage. The Quarry was so fun to make, not even joking. I also have to watch out for my elytra, it's kind of low. But yeah, this was so fun to make and absolutely painful to edit. Because of all the entities, all the blocks getting removed. And don't ask, but I did store the cobblestone. But I also stored millions upon millions, I think around 14 million, cobbled deep slate, all the terracottas. Back there you can see, let me just fly there. Granite, andesite, chaff, well not gravel, but dirt. I got, again, still more raw copper, which I smelted into copper blocks, used on my copper converter, which is how I got 50,000 oxidized copper blocks. Dripstone, these are all wonderful for building terrain. I emptied the coal, I emptied the iron, and there's no red sand. These are obviously all empty, but this made around 16,000 diamonds. Many of these other blocks cost dirt, well not really valuable. These were mixed box loaders, which have been emptied since. And we got even more raw copper, yellow terracotta, and normal terracotta. Again, great building blocks. The Quarry spans around 320 blocks in width and 900 blocks in length. I do heavily recommend the Quarry video, because again, there's obviously a video on this. Super nice design. Had a great time using this. And because you already saw me flying here, I'll just make a cut, and we're gonna continue. Okay, we're closing in on the Corofan farm. Right there is a portal for rocks, which I've just left open, so they just come crawling out of there. Because I had to breed many frogs for the Froglight farm. Which I can also show right after this. But the Corofan farm is pretty much the only decorated portal. Which brings me to the question, Tempo, why didn't you even build anything cool yet? There's only farms and huge holes in your world. And yes, that's absolutely true, but this is stage 1 and 2, And since stage 2 is now done, which was making every farm and getting all the items for the mega base, which I've mentioned, something like 3 million netherrack to build, stage 3 will contain all the building, all the designing, everything. We're gonna decorate almost every farm, not the Corifan farm, but this is a Corifan farm. Because if you bone meal inside water, inside a warm ocean, or coral reef if you will, you can just go coral fans. You can't farm coral blocks, you have to mine those, which I did right there, or trade them with wandering traders, which I also did. But yeah, stage 3 will contain all the designing and all the building. And I've not designed my mega base yet. I keep getting the question, Tempo, have you designed the mega base? Can't we see it? How does it look like? I don't have a mega base. It does not exist yet. So I'm very excited. In February I will start designing it with all of you together. Hopefully mostly on stream, sometimes in my Discord, but I will post many updates, and I really want to make this a community effort. So I'm really looking forward to that. This produces tropical fish, which fall down, and if you stand in here, you can collect these. So this is a mop and bucket farm. In this case, tropical fish. Yeah, nothing else to say here. Pretty interesting design. This is this is stranded ship. This is not a shipwreck. This is just a stranded ship, by the way. Found this pretty cool. Don't think I even looted this. But yeah, sometimes in a world like this, which is, by the way, 14.5 gigabytes for me, but I cut down the world download excessively to roughly 4 to 5 gigabytes. I'm guessing, I haven't done it yet. For your pleasure, because I'm pretty sure you don't want random chunks of water just over here that don't even contain anything. That I just used to get, I think in this area, because it's a huge warm ocean, I got the suspicious gravel and suspicious sand to farm the armor trims. Which I got all the armor trims. That was pretty interesting. I'm trying to think if there's anything else in this direction. There's only the abandoned sand quarry, but I've never really used this and it's not really worth showing, so yep, that's there. But I shall go back. Wait, how far is this farm away? Oh, it's decently far away. Yeah, I'll go back through the Nether, and we're gonna go to the Roguelite farm. I'm trying to think if there's any other interesting statistics I can name on top of my head, but I don't think there is. So, yeah. Finding my way around this is even disorientating for me myself. This is a magma cube farm. At least the overworld. It's basically just a huge drop chute and, well, they fall and die. And at the bottom there's powdered snow. So they really die, because obviously magma cubes split. And yep, you gotta be careful when going through this portal, because it's partly linked, which is very weird. But this is the Froglight farm. It's extremely laggy, since frogs are very laggy for some reason. It's obviously off, so the minecarts didn't collect the last blocks, but there's over 140 frogs in here, I'm guessing. And this thing works wonders. Can't wait to use Froglights. Such a nice block. Beautiful light source. I don't know if you can see the... I don't even know where it is. Oh no. I really can't find it. Well, somewhere around this area. Should be. Can I really not see this? I feel like I'm blind. No, I'm not blind. There it is. This is the Magma Cube Farm overworld. In the middle is a portal, and the white thing at the bottom is powdered snow. Which concludes that, and there's the portal I'm looking for. Yeah, this world is absolutely huge. So I'm often struggling finding my way around. And I really have to speed things up now, because it's day 19,999, which means there's one day left, and I still have some stuff to go over. Let me look at my notes. Okay, Slime and Ice Farm. If you go this way, there's the Slime Farm, and there's the Ice Farm, right next to the Bee Farm portal. Again, these are nothing special. The Slime Farm has been designed by El Mango. It uses the... God, I'm stumbling over my own words. It uses brown mushrooms. Minecart collection below, shulker box loader. Flower Farm for these flowers. I forgot what they're named, but they make light blue dye, which I use for my shulker boxes. If I fly over here, you will find an abandoned portal right on a witch hut, and my ice farm. This ice farm has been working wonders. This is where the 10 million ice statistics comes from. I've also bred frogs over here, I believe at least, but it's been removed since. But since I'm lazy, I know, yeah, but trust me, I'm lazy. You need an XP farm below the ice farm to keep your pickaxe alive. But I've used this XP farm right here for like 5 different things. So these chests and shulker boxes have been used for a wood stripper, which I used to get tons of stripped logs of all kinds. Right here is a stone farm, so I can infinitely get stone. There's also some stone back left in here. These hoppers were used to convert nylium to, well, netherrack to nylium, to the crimson and warp type. It still even makes some XP right now. I don't even know if it's on. It seems like it's on. Whoops. Oh yeah, the fern farm. There's the fern farm. And I probably forgot some other things that have been here through the years. But there is my potted snow farm, and there's actually 2 of them. Because I forgot to record this one, so I just built another one right next to it to get the clip for the video. I would like to say that's dedication, but it really didn't it took like a few minutes to build, so whatever. Yeah, you've already seen the bee farm. I don't know if this is still a record, but this is huge to this like 3,000 something bees. I got way more honeycomb blocks and whatnot than I ever need, that I had to make a shulker box loader and crafting station at the location, because otherwise I couldn't transport the amount of honey bottles and honey blocks that I put there. Yummy. Alright, let's go to the raid farm all across the map, all across the nether. You can see the outpost right there and the raid farm right here. God, I really have to speed things up. We still have to go to the guardian farm, to the beacon, to the end. And I really have to watch out for my elytra. Maybe I can kill some pillagers to get some XP back, because I don't have a good way of getting XP right now. Boop 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 boom. Okay, this is an old guardian farm. At least on the other side, this is from Ian X04's Guardian Farm, which I've used early game to get XP. This lava cube up here is to kill the Ravagers. And I will go to the outpost first, so I have a shorter way back. The outpost is almost the only thing that I built, that I would actually call I built something here. So there's still... Oh, I have the mob switch on. Yeah. This decoration I made, you can still see the flying machine if I go into free cam, as always. Yeah, this is just a huge bombed area, and I built a decoration in creative and just used light medica to build it in survival. And in the middle of this, I hope it shows, yep, there is an outpost, which has been mined, and if I go on top of this platform, and the mob switch would be off, right now it's not, so they don't spawn, you can just farm them and get the banners, so whenever I needed to use the raid farm, which I don't need to use anymore, because I'm basically done with all my AFKing, which was part of Stage 2. I can just fly from this bottle to the raid farm, get in here. Again, these are all labeled, so make use of the labels, please. And don't ask, where's this, where's that? Come on, I'm trying, okay, I'm trying. Just let me go through. Yep, okay. This is the raid farm. Cronus V3, storage, failed Among Us attempt. And switch to the villager spam design. There's soon gonna be a Cronus V4, I've heard, but don't take my word on it, as always. This is also the area where I mined sand before I made a sand duper. And I will also have to go there still. Oh no! There's so many things left, but I'm gonna go to the Guardian Farm. Guardian Farm is down there. I've already showed you the killing area, which is just a huge ass drop chute. Just a huge drop chute. Ow. Again, labeled. This video went pretty viral for my channel. Huge decoration, 300,000 blocks, Guardian Farm in the middle. It's pretty beautiful, I still love this. The render I have of this, maybe I can put it on screen right now. Absolutely lovely. Next to it you have my... This is like the only area that's decorated. You have my decorated general mob farm. You have my decorated disc farm. And up there is a moped farm. So yeah, pretty obvious. Mob farm, disc farm, moped farm. Huge emerald beacon, not emerald, huge gold beacon. 300,000 blocks, I think. And if I fly to the... There's some turtles down there, nice. If I fly to the gap, I believe I left. Yep, I did leave a gap. Well, you can go inside, because like I said, this thing, nice, is hollow. It's hollow, and it contains my absolutely humongous chorus farm. Used this a bunch, can't wait to build with purple blocks. Even though most people hate them, I think you can use them and make so many beautiful builds. But just wait and see. I'm not going to explain this, I explained this in the farms video. So again, watch my videos! Yep, it also has a link to the Nether, of course. And where am I going? Where am I going? I'm going this way. I believe this is the flower farm. This is drone farm. I have a drone farm. The drone farm, again, from the Every Farms video. Just a huge box in the sky. Above a river. Spawns drowns. Mob switch is on. It doesn't spawn drowns. Now, if I go back to the flower farm. Backwards, I guess. Oh god, this recording is going on for way too long. I really can't speed things up. But this is what you're getting. I know some of you enjoy the long videos running in the background. Maybe learning something. Flower farm. Every flower type. Got one farm. I don't think there's anything to say here. Yeah, flowers generate in a noise map. Wait, no. Yeah, just in a huge noise map in flower forest, so they don't generate randomly. Rather, every spot always will spawn the same flower. But it's a 3D height map, so yeah, I just built them on one level, checked for the flowers in that area, and yeah. Again, resource packs in my Discord. This one is from JKM, so thanks for that if you're watching. We got another portal here. I'm gonna go overworld to the Amethyst farm, which is so far away. Why do I do this to myself? I really have to repair my elytra. No. But you know, I can repair my elytra at my storage. With Larry, you all get to know Larry. But I made an Amethyst farm. This took absolutely ages. Ignore this E waypoint back there. Sometimes I make random waypoints. By the way, this leads me to show a few random things. I'm not gonna travel to. I don't know what this is. This just happened. I didn't do this. This is my... Yeah, this is the E waypoint. This is my mushroom island, which also has... Yep, I'm not lying. This is the passive mushroom farm, I guess. This is absolutely humongous, but if you look at the coordinates in the top, it's so far away. And on the other side of my map, I have... Yep, another E. And this is my... Well, this is my ancient debris hunting area, I guess, even though I don't really hunt ancient cities. And oh god, yep, there is. This is my stray farm. Just again, box in the sky. Very simple mob farm. But we will go to the Amethyst farm that I ran for absolute ages because I love tinted glass, and while running I got bored, so I just mined out the area in a circle, which you can see wonderfully on the map. Just a big circle. Yeah, digging this took ages, and building it took even longer. Wait, other way around. Building this took... wait, no. Digging this took way longer than building it. But yeah, down here, I used a program to find many geodes in one location. So these are all fully working geode farms for 17 geodes in total, making 1,250 crystals an hour, which I've moved since then, but you can see the shulker box loader in the back. It is working, I am not lying. Yep. Okay, and now we can... I mean, this is like, you get this. This is not decorated. I will decorate this in stage 3, so... I hope to see you all at stage 3, that's for sure. If I go into the Nether again... I can go to the mega base. Okay, no, I'm actually pretty good in time. I can go to the mega base. Again, 1x1 portal in the Nether. Was a pain to slice. I really hope I didn't forget anything. If I forgot anything, that just leaves to you to explore the world. The sun is going down, but I'm not done yet. I need some emeralds. I don't have emeralds. Yeah. If you want the storage, the old schematic, which is probably easier to build, is in my Discord. But I guess you can also take a schematic from this in the world download. This is Larry, my trusty villager, which allows me to trade glass and repair my elytra. And this is Jelly, the only pet I have at my base. And now I can just use this portal to go into the end dimension. There's a portal, I can show this later maybe. There's a portal in the overworld to a second stronghold, which leads to my gravity block duper, which does 192,000 an hour. And this is the end side of that. Huge storage, removed all the pillars. If you haven't seen that stream, go watch it, it's so entertaining, just 15 hours of me mining. Oh yeah, by the way, PC specs right here if you're interested. Also the detailed ones are again in my Discord. So really, I really recommend you to go check the Discord, and if you have questions, there's the hashtag #AskForHelp channel, just ask. I cut the top of all these gateways, and I still have to move that bedrock. This right here is my Wither Killer. And if I look at the map, you can see up here is my end quarry, that I haven't even run all the way, but I just had enough, so I could stop it. Yeah, again, every farms video, part 2. Right here is my Wither Rose farm, and this is my Enderman farm. These all go to the north, east. Shulker farm, I will go there, because it is pretty magnificent to look at. But yeah, we're already at the night of day 19,999. And I'm trying to end this before it goes over 1 hour. Yep, so you could see the Enderman farm, this is the Wither Rose farm, which has been converted to a Skulk farm. Because I need a lot of Skulk. And I hope the render distance is with me. But yeah, the Shulker farm looks so cool still. One of the most interesting farms in my world. I forget about this so many times, because it's been so long since I've been here. Because when I was here, I just ran it long enough to get like 800,000 Shulker boxes. And since then, I had no need to go back here, since I have 800,000 Shulker boxes. But yeah, these are 18 farms, making around 20,700 an hour. If they still work, I don't know if they do in this version. Again, haven't run this in ages. And I believe that's all I have to say. Almost. Again, world download is in the description, you can get it for free. I don't know how well Mediafire handles the traffic that's gonna be there, because I'm expecting this to get quite a lot of downloads, just based on the 10,000 day world download. It is free, against the recommendation of my VIPs. This is totally free. Yep, you can still hear the trapdoor close. But it got 10,000 downloads for the 10,000 day one, so yeah, maybe if it doesn't work immediately, just wait a day or two. I got all the advancements, all the hidden ones, I double checked, I got all the trims, all the crossbows, all this stupid random stuff that Mojang thought, oh yeah, let's make this an advancement. Every single one of them. Every single one. From the statistics, I can... yeah, wait, I'm gonna do items first. If you get the world download, there is my statistics file included, so you can just change it to be your name. I guess it even works automatically. But yeah, I've mined 20.1 million blocks, I've used 37.1 million things, I have picked up 321 million items, I have crafted, what is that number even? I don't know. I think 55 million? I believe it's 55 million. I've broken 337 tools, and I've dropped, I gotta count this, 76 million items? Something like that. I did a balanced diet, I did monsters hunted, and these are player badges from the mod. Generally, these are the statistics. Some notable ones to mention, of course. Jumps, maybe. I've caught 14,000 fish from the fish farm. I farmed all these statistics just for fun. Dropped 35 million items, 208 mob kills, mostly from the raid farm. Again, wait, where is it? Jumps. 1.2 million right there. 0.69 years of playtime. Nice. Yeah. For the items, this is my mind. Many leaves, many ores. I can just scroll through this slowly. And the ones that are interested can pause. But I can also do leaves. I've mined so many leaves. I've mined tons of ore. There's my ore statistics. Like I said, 107,000 diamond. Ancient debris. Maybe stone, just stone things, I don't know. I don't know what you guys want to see. I can go through the 1000 shears I broken, 5 netherite pickaxes, not too bad. Crafted so many things, like so many. This list goes on and on and on and on. Still down here, 10,000 of every item. This is for my bulk material list, which will be the next video, releasing February 1st, but I still have to work on that. It's not... I can't promise anything. 16 million netherite pickaxe uses. Crazy. Obviously from the emerald beacon, this black stone is from the nether floor, and this stone is from the perimeter walls, but these counts are gonna go way higher. Also saplings might be an interesting one. For all the tree farms, I got 100,000, over 100,000 of every log. Picked up 100 million gold nuggets from the gold farm. This is really expensive, but yeah, I made a lot of gold blocks. There's the gold block statistics. Gonna use this in many different things, many different builds. Dropped, also interesting, I guess firework rockets. I've used 152,000. I don't know if there's anything else you want to see. These are all the statistics. 9,008, almost 9,000 chickens. Many drowned, but these are from the copper farm that I didn't show. But I have a copper farm. Yeah, the evokers. Few foxes, some random things, some iron golems, goats. Guardians, I don't even know, man. All the pillagers, of course. Of course. German accent pulling through. Yes, I'm from Germany, before you ask. Trader llama. Pretty funny. Yeah, I've killed 1 turtle, some vexes, many villagers, vindicators. I killed 5 wardens, but I cheesed them with a bow. But don't hate on me. Oh yeah, I've these player kills, these are from carpet bots. Again, mods if you're interested. And I believe that's everything I wanted to say. In terms of statistics, this world with 20,000 days gets me right behind Jamal MC, who's on Twitch, John Bams, who's also on Twitch, and I think he resumed this hardcore world. I don't know which order these two are in, but they're both around 23,000 days, I'm guessing. And then, of course, Linksy, who still has the #1 world. And no, I do not plan to pass Linksy. It would take a few years, and I don't want to waste time just standing around AFKing. I want to build a big base, and when the big base is done, which is stage 3, it's gonna be done. No stage 4. People keep asking me, stage 4, what you gonna do after that? What you gonna do if you die? I'm still alive, and there's only 3 stages. So if I'm done, I'm done. But yeah, with 20,000 days right above Tuntomaton, 4th place. And this is where I will leave you. This is where you will spawn. I hope you enjoy the world. Maybe leave a nice comment. I'll also leave my Patreon in the description. This is gonna be the last free world download, because I will start building the base, and I don't really feel like people stealing my base and just being like, yup, this is mine, because as soon as I make the world download public after this, I feel like people will. So yeah, 20,000 days, get what you can. And I will see you all either on the main channel in a few streams, taking a break through January. Happy New Year's and goodbye.